Okay, hey, it's Jason here. I'm going to attempt to do a quick review of a garden plan. And here's the garden plan. And what we have here is we have a 64-foot long by 11-foot wide garden spot. Looks really awesome. Looks like it could be shady down here. We're going to talk about that in a minute too. This could be a good spot. I don't know. It can be hard to grow lettuce and whatnot during the summer in Tennessee. Maybe you could. I don't know if it's a little bit lower light, but we'll talk about that as we get into it. And then we have this list here of things to grow. What I don't know is sort of what the priority is. Here's some question marks here. Corn, not sure. So I'm going to assume this garden design is going to be light on corn. Maybe not sure you really want to do that. Brussels sprouts as well. I kind of started organizing things by height here as well. Let's take a look. Let me switch over here. I'll show you this. All right. I kind of marked this up a little bit to show you. This could be divided. I'm gonna do it as 3 long rows, but it could be divided up into 6 shorter rows. And if you're trying to stick with 11 feet, I did the math here, and if you did 18 inches between, if you did an 18-inch foot path, 2 of those down the middle, you could get 3 24-inch wide rows, which is pretty good. That's nice, and you got a long garden. So it's this is a decent sized garden for a backyard garden. And so you got north here, south here. So we're just gonna lay this out real quick using the strategy of putting tall plants on the north and short stuff on the south. And that's about it. Let me switch back over. There we go. All right, so I organized the list by height. I got the taller stuff here: corn, cucumbers, green beans, and tomatoes. Now the green beans could be bush beans as well, or they could be runners, which would need to be trellised, and so then they go up tall. Now it's a tall plant, so it's either a low to a medium height plant, or it's a tall. So that could go either way on green beans. Cucumbers can be grown on the ground. I've grown a lot of cucumbers on the ground, so that could be tall or low as well. There's still kind of a lot of questions here, but I'm going to just make some assumptions and just show you as far as the height goes. I think you have a lot more room in this garden to grow a lot more types of vegetables, or you got a lot of room to grow an awful lot of a few of these things. And so I don't know which way you want to go with it. But if I were gonna just have a stab at it, I might try to grow corn in like a block. It might be some corn. I might just start with that and then do tomatoes. Cucumbers. Oh, what there? Green beans, something like that. Put some color in here. All right. And then, see, I don't. This could be summer squash, which can grow out on the ground low, or it can also be trellised. But we'll assume that this is a zucchini and squash. You're talking about summer squash, which zucchini and squash are kind of the same. I'd probably put you know, put this in here. It's going to be a low. Sweet and hot peppers. You probably don't, I don't know, unless you really know you want a lot of zucchini and squash. That's probably gonna do you. And then that's it. And as far as the broccoli and Brussels sprouts go, those grow best in Tennessee in the fall and spring. So, I mean, certainly we could put them on here. Um, and you could just keep it covered with cardboard or whatever until it's time to plant in it. I would put some flowers down here in kind of the shadier area or on this low side, or you could start putting in more perennial stuff. Like you could start mapping this out here for herbs that are gonna remain year after year. Also, in the fall, you could plant garlic somewhere in one of these and leave it because garlic takes like 9 months to grow. So you gotta have that dedicated space. It's not, it's not like corn where it goes in and 4 months later you're totally done. It's not like that. So it's gonna be there for 9 months, 10 months maybe. So this would be a good spot for garlic or something like that. But hopefully this will get you started. And if this is all you have and you just start sticking stuff in the ground, that's fine. You'll have a more experienced idea of what you want to do next year. But this will get you going. So it's a good start. And that's it. I'm going to have a cold. So I apologize about my voice. It's awful.